a bouquet of fresh flowers makes any space more inviting.
The gardens are bursting right now with natural beauty, so we invited Romni Pullen from Rose Cottage and Gifts to join us here on Live at 4 to give us some simple tips on how to make your own floral arrangements. Romni, welcome to Live at 4.
Thank you for having me.
Good to see you. And we should let everybody know the beautiful flowers you see here on Live at 4 are from Rose Cottage and Gifts. We love them.
You do a great job.
We really
Thank you.
So what are some of the, like, where should you begin? Where do you start when you want to do your own floral arrangements?
Well, I think that the most important thing to do is to take water out to the source. If you take the water out to your garden and cut the flowers and put them in water immediately, they'll have a lot lasting power, a lot longer lasting power. And the second most important thing is the angle at which you cut them. If you just do a square blunt cut, you're not really getting the maximum surface area, where if you do a really sharp cut at an angle, you really open that wide open and let a lot more water get in a lot faster. And there isn't any reason that your garden flowers can't last 5 days in the house if you cut them properly on the site.
Oh, that's a great tip.
Do some flowers work better than others to bring inside?
Yes, I think definitely. And also the time of day that you cut them matters. I cut some things today, I broke my rule and cut them about noon, and it's too hot for them and they don't last as well as if I cut them before 9 o'clock in the morning or after 8 o'clock at night. But lilacs last a long time. These hydrangeas I've had in water since Saturday, they last a long time. Some things that don't last so long are the daylilies that we all have in our garden. They're not like commercial lilies, and they don't last very long, but they're sure beautiful.
Yeah, they are. So what's the trick of making an arrangement work? I can't do it.
I can't do it either. I think it's a gene or it's a gift that you have.
I think it's some of that too, but also if you start properly with stems in the water, something heavy that will support your flowers, it's a lot easier to build it once you have something that will support it.
So what's that greenery you're using?
This is sedum out of your garden, and this is some Nikolai eucalyptus from the Librarian DeForest. They have a beautiful plant out there, and I asked if I could have a couple of pieces.
So you always start with the greens?
I think so. If you're a novice, it's easier to keep things. And then if you put something heavier in, like these thistles, that'll also hold things up.
Oh, that's very pretty.
And then you can put things with smaller stems in there because they have a base.
So there's really no official rule.
No, I don't think so. I think whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, just whatever is visually appealing. What are some of the flowers that are blooming right now that are great for arrangements?
Yeah, the sunflowers, the hydrangea. In a little longer, this sedum that I took out of your garden will be pink and prettier. This is some red fountain grass I got out of your planters. That's nice. I also think it's important to cut your flowers maybe in the garage or something so that you can get any ants or bees out of them instead of bringing those bugs into the house.
Oh, that's a good tip.
That is a good tip.
These are some dahlias out of my garden.
Oh, those are beautiful. Look at that.
These can hold up for 10 days if I've cut them properly.
Really?
And this, a lot of times you'll see on the side of the road. I picked this on the way here. It's Queen Anne's lace.
Oh, yeah.
Just make sure it doesn't have any ants on it before you bring it in. But I don't think there's a wrong way to do it. If they're in your garden, chances are they're because you already like them. So,
you know, I'm sitting here watching it, and those are beautiful.
I know, yeah. I'm having the same thought. Yeah, it's just getting prettier and prettier the longer we talk.
Yeah, and as long as you check them for water, you can fill them pretty full.
Now, do you put fertilizer or anything in your water?
I don't do anything. At the store, we use some preservative, but if you don't have the right pH and the right amount of fertilizer per water, you're doing more harm than good. So when in doubt, just use water. There's a lot of home remedies with aspirin or flat 7-Up or pickle juice, but when in doubt, just use water.
Well, some great tips. I didn't know half of that stuff. And if you don't have any flowers in your yard, Rose Cottage is always available, right?
Right, thank you.
And where are you exactly? You're in Madison.
We have 2 locations, one at 3010 Atwood Avenue, the original small store, and then the main store is out at 627 South Main Street in DeForest.
Romni, thanks for being with us today. Some
You're
great
welcome.
tips. Beautiful flowers.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
We just love your work every week. We love to see the flowers we get here for Live at 4. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Bye-bye.